Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I want to compare this 2021 Ford Bronco Sport versus this 2021 Ford Escape SE. So this one's a big bin and this is a SE, so the trim levels are kind of comparable to each other. Before we get started in this video, I want to thank my dealership, Gaudin Ford, for letting me come here on my day off and film these two vehicles. And stay tuned for a driving comparison video. Some specs: the Escape is 180.5 inches long. For some reason, all-wheel drive, it says that it's longer, but that doesn't make sense to me. But 180.5 for the Escape, 172.7 for the Bronco Sport. The width is about 85.6 for the Escape, and for the Bronco Sport, the width is 82.2. So apparently it's narrower than the Escape. And the height for the Escape is 66.1 inches. And the height for the Bronco Sport is 70.2, so it's a lot taller than the Escape. They can be even taller if you get like a Badlands or a different trim level, which lifts the vehicle. And the weight for both is, the Escape is only front wheel drive, so it's 3298 as far as pounds, and Bronco Sport is all-wheel drive and it's 3467. And I looked up the pounds for all-wheel drive Escape and it's about the same as the Bronco Sport. Alright guys, just pop the hoods of these two cars. Let's check out the Escape first. So for the SE, you can only get the 1.5 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder, has 181 horsepower and 190 pound-feet of torque. You can see there, just a pretty decent amount of room around the engine for you to work. MPG numbers I'll put on the screen. Let's go ahead and check out the Bronco Sport over here. You can see the hood design just looks different because it has this huge like wall or whatever here. I think that's because the Bronco Sport is a little bit taller, so they made it look more boxy, if that makes sense. It is kind of weird how you can see like way into the fenders and stuff. This is the exact same engine, so the same 181 horsepower, same 190 pound-feet of torque, but it does have a little engine cover. And I think the little engine cover makes it look a little bit nicer than just having it open like this one. And then for the fuel economy numbers, I'll put that on the screen as well. One thing I forgot to mention was up here, the Bronco Sport does not have any sort of hood liner. They both still have a prop rod, but the Escape does have a nicer hood liner up there. The Escape has more of a round aerodynamic front end, and the Bronco Sport has more of a squared off front end. You can see the Bronco Sport does come standard with fog lights on the big bend trim, and the Escape you have to step up to SEL to get fog lights. And then the Bronco comes standard with LED turn signals, headlights, and LED accent lighting. And the Escape has LED accent lighting, but it just has standard bulbs for the turn signal and the headlight. The Bronco Sport is better than the Escape so far. If you look at the wheel and tire setup, this one does have the SE Sport appearance package, so that's why the wheels are a little bit nicer. And the Bronco Sport, this one is just the standard big bend tires. They're wrapped in 225/65 R17s for the Bronco, and for the Escape here, they're wrapped in 225/55 R19s. So we have a 17-inch with a bigger sidewall over here and a 19-inch over here, and we got motorcycles. All right, coming to the mirrors here, there's no turn signal on the mirror, but it is more of a aerodynamic style mirror. And then on the Bronco, it's more of like a squared off, like everything is kind of more squared off for the Bronco. Now if we look at the sides here, the Bronco has a little badge right there and a little fake air vent, and the Escape doesn't have anything on the side. Let's keep going here. Both cars do have smart key access and the keypad. Both cars do have blind spot monitoring on the mirrors. And if we look at the back end here, back up to show both of them here. Continuing that theme of more squared off for the Bronco and more rounded for the Escape. So let's go ahead and look at the Escape here. This one, since it does have the SE Sport appearance package, you do get the nice body colored right there. Or it might be black, but since the paint is black, I'm not sure. But it says Escape up there, SE, this black plastic bumper right there. The Bronco, on the other hand, has the black plastic bumper as well, and it says Bronco Sport, and obviously a lot more squared off. And you can't open up just the glass for the Bronco, whereas on the Escape you have to open up the whole thing. And one thing to keep in mind is that the Escape, you can get a power lift gate, and the Bronco, you can't get a power lift gate on any of the models. So that's kind of strange in my opinion. And then looking at the taillights here, You can see it has LEDs coming around here, and then just standard bulbs for the turn signal and reverse light. Excuse the wind noise if you guys can hear it. And then over here you just have LEDs going around just like the Escape, and then the turn signal, brake, and reverse light are just standard bulbs. And those are on all Bronco models. You can't get like one with more LEDs in it, and same for the Escape. Up top on the Escape, this one does not have any roof racks or anything, no sunroof. And then it has a little antenna right there. And the Bronco Sport, it's not on right now, but it does have an antenna that sticks out instead of just a shark fin. So in that case, I'd give the win to the Escape for just only having the shark fin. But if you look up on the Bronco Sport, it does have roof racks and no sunroof on this one, but it does have that safari roof design where it kind of pops up right there in the back. All right guys, now that we've gone over the exterior of both vehicles, I'll give you guys one last little look. Let's go ahead and check out the inside and see what's different on the Bronco Sport. Let's check out the Escape first. And by the way, both of these cars are two different cars, so obviously the interior and pretty much everything is going to look different. But I'll just show you guys, just so you guys can see for yourself. So here's the door panel. It is soft touch up here, soft touch right here. Has a cool little stitching. All your window controls, seat controls right there. This is what the seats look like. Really nice seats. And this would normally be manual if it didn't have the SE convenience package, which includes leather wheel and then the seats and some other little goodies. But let's go ahead and hop in the Escape here. There we go. So this is what the Escape's instrument cluster looks like. Looking over on the center here, just take a look at this design so that you guys can see the difference when we get into Bronco. This one has dual zone climate control because it has the SE convenience package. Glove box should be the same on both, but I'll have to double check on that. No automatic dimming rear view mirror. Does have LED lighting for the inside and then your glasses holder. And vanity mirrors are illuminated. Show you guys the seat design here. It's pretty nice. I mean, feels okay. I'm gonna adjust this seat up front to where I'd sit. I'm 6'5", so I am kind of tall. So let's see if there's any space in the back. Here's the back door. It is hard touch, but it is soft touch right here. But there's a lot of room in the back of the Escape, surprisingly. So you can see, even with how tall I am, I can still fit back here relatively decent. And then these seats do move forward and backwards, but they're all the way back right now. You have air vents back here and 2 USBs down there. Then you have a mat pocket on the back of the passenger seat only. You have a fold down center armrest right here. It's cool. Now let's go ahead and check out the Bronco. All right guys, so much noise on the street over there. All right guys, hopping inside the Bronco Sport here. It is soft touch up here, soft touch right here, but you can see the design is completely different from the Escape, even though it is based on the same car. This part all seems kind of the same because it kind of has a little like tub style, like how you have to hop in there like that. But you can see over here, this area is different. Seats are manual on this one, but like I said, on the Escape it'd be manual too if it didn't have the convenience package. These seats do look a lot nicer, and in my opinion, they are more comfortable. So let's go ahead and hop inside. Steering wheel has the same design. Oh, we got music on this one too. It does not have the leather wrapping because, again, that one has an extra package. The gauge cluster looks pretty much the same, but it has the blue, like Bronco type font around the speedometer and tachometer. I think that looks nicer in my opinion. It does have the Bronco logo on the steering wheel. When you look in the middle, this is a completely different design because air vents are on each side of the screen instead of underneath the screen. You can see you got the 8-inch Sync 3.4 screen right here. Looking down here, this is how the Escape's climate control would normally look, but it doesn't have this kind of rugged style on the turn dials. And this one does not have dual zone climate control. You can see 2 USBs down there, and then this is kind of a more rugged design right here. Looking down here, has a more rugged design for the gear shifter as well. Then it does have the go over any terrain modes. This one does not have the extra modes like the Badlands does though. This one just has 5, I believe. Let's go ahead and quickly look at that. Normal, Eco, Sport, Slippery, and Sand. I didn't check the Escape, but I think the Escape has some similar modes like that. You get a 12 volt in there, unlike the Escape where you don't get a 12 volt. I think I forgot to show you that, but there's no 12 volt or anything in there for the Escape. And this feels pretty nice. Glove box is exactly the same. And then you can see the whole dash design just looks completely different. No auto dimming rearview mirror, just like the Escape. And then this area pretty much looks all the same. And look over here, you do have illuminated vending mirrors, that's nice. Show you guys one last little look here before we go ahead and check out the back seat. All right guys, I had the seat adjusted where I'd normally sit up front. Let's see how much room there is in the back. Okay, so you can see huge difference from the Escape. So the Bronco is actually shorter than the Escape by like 8 inches, I think, and it seems like they took it all out of the rear seat legroom. So I don't even know if I can get in here, but hard touch just like the Escape, and then soft touch right here. But let's see if I can get in. I mean, I guess I can technically get in, but this is really uncomfortable. Let's see if I can close the door. Yeah, now my leg is all smashed up against there. Yeah, this is not ideal. Oh, it does have a fold down center armrest. Now let's check this out. Yep, that's nice. Feels comfortable and everything. But yeah, these seats do not move back and forth. But you do have the same stuff as the Escape, air vents and 2 USBs down there. Then this has kind of a different style for the map pocket. You just have to open it up like a zipper. So that's kind of interesting. You even get the little Bronco like logo type things in there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, let's get out of here before I get too claustrophobic. Open up the trunks on both. Obviously this one is not automatic and the Escape is automatic, but you can't open up the glass on this one. But let's look at the Bronco first. So you have that same Bronco design on the floor, and it's like a hard plastic. It's really durable. It says Bronco Sport on the floor mats, which is pretty cool. This does have a light where you can turn on these floodlights on the tailgate. I think that's really cool. And you can also adjust these to where you want it to be. That's a really cool design in my opinion. You do have an LED light back here with the Bronco logo on it and a 12 volt. But it seems like the room back here is pretty good. So let's go ahead and see how it compares to the Escape. All right, looking at the Escape here, it looks like the trunk space is exactly the same. So there is no like lighting or anything, but you do still have a 12 volt. And for 2021, they took out a light that Ford Escapes used to have, which was over here. So now you only have a light on the tailgate up there. But yeah, as far as like the trunk space, the room is exactly the same. It seems like the shorter length of the Bronco Sport was taken all out of the back seat. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know which one you'd pick in the comments. Personally, I'd pick the Bronco Sport. I just wish the back end didn't look like Megan Fox's thumbs. But like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.